Yeah, I was just wondering if you guys had saw that. That's the first time I had ever even heard of Nature Boy. Was maybe like almost 2 years ago. He had come on Bro's show, and yeah, dude, he was just a fucking nutcase. And it was some funny shit. Oh, my bad, dude. It's lagging. Were you saying something, Drop?
Oh, I thought my mic was
You
muted.
good, Shinobi. Sure drop. Mute your mic when he talking, man, because we're getting a lot of feedback from you, brother.
Shit,
Peace
terrible,
to
man.
everybody tuning in. Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Live. You already know it's Lindsay, and this is Knowledge Uprising. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the panelists. Peace, brothers. Peace to the gods and goddesses. What's going on out there today? Or this evening, rather.
Was good.
What up, though? Put your seatbelt on.
Put your mama on the phone. Tell her.
What's up, One World?
One World. Marcus, what's up, brother?
Yeah, what's up, fellas? What's going on?
That shit was
One
wild.
world in the
Man,
building.
like seeing him smack that, like I don't know. He like it looked like he smacked the hell out of that baby. I ain't even gonna stunt.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, either way I look at it, you know what I'm saying? You know, you don't need to have that type of energy around a child anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And that's sad though, because he's supposed to be a master teacher. He's supposed to be
Right.
like the Jim Jones, the David Koresh down there. He's supposed to be
Right.
Charles Manson. He's supposed to be that dude that's leading them, but it always shows you, man, them people, most of them are not righteous behind the things that they say because they contradict themselves. And then when you look at this, now people got to make a distinction of your actions.
Right.
You act so poorly. Just to add on to the shit you're already doing is sad. And them people down there brainwashed.
Right.
I mean, he done made a girl cut off her dress right after that. And you doing all this on live. Show it to the world. Like, that shit whack and that shit wild. And he a sick motherfucker. He a narcissist. He done smacked that woman baby.
He's got to be
live, and she defending all his actions he just did on another video. That shit wild. You can't defend this man for smacking your baby and talking about y'all got y'all issues, y'all having real nigga moments. Well, if you having a motherfucking real nigga moment, you have it amongst y'all. Don't go live and do all of that shit. But like I'm saying, reckless people with power. What's going on, brothers?
Low budget crisis actor. Nah, dude,
crazy about it.
Though, because he got like some real shit that he could be making a real movement with the type of thinking he's thinking, but his actions ain't shit though. Because they all down there just thinking about fucking getting a woman. You know what I mean? Instead of really trying to build some shit up to change your way of your paradigm. You know what I mean?
He trying to fuck every woman down there. He taking the niggas that come down there with they women. Like this dude bugged out. He done got he done got what you call it? He done got sidetracked. Even if he was on track, because we can't say he was on track because ever since he been doing the type of content or whatever he's doing with his Christ consciousness presentation, it's been very poorly, you know, and that's sad because them people following for it. And yeah, if you got a big following, Bro Sanchez can go or demarble goddamn anybody on fucking YouTube. They can goddamn that is at a point he is at. Can actually make motherfuckers come down there and believe him. Oh, let's go have the flat earth camp in the tropics. Motherfuckers goddamn gonna spend money and go down there because they believe in him. But now when you do your actions wrong, right? And when you start being a narcissist and you superimposing all these laws, but yet the laws you are superimposing don't affect you, the system gonna corrupt. You brothers can build off that.
And I told you what I want to build on. I want to build on is the fucking chick that
Man,
said,
well, man, build then shit. I'm talking, brother.
I want to build on is the,
Turn your TV down.
no, I'm in a whole nother room.
You over there watching Law and Order and shit.
I walked away from the TV, motherfucker. I got that luxury, motherfucker. Now
you
listen,
don't look like a Matlock type, Sir Drop. But I know that's what I was.
I'm a MacGyver, Matlock, $6 Million Man, Trezor Z, all the way to Optimus Prime. But anyway, listen. Is the Tupac
over there watching the Avengers Infinity War for the 5th time? Come on, man.
All right, Cobra Commander.
My input on the fucking what's his name? Fucking Nature Boy.
Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Crazy.
Listen.
I don't know if this is really true, but I was there's like this documentary actually has that little click in it for a second. They're like, it's a documentary.
I've seen that. BBC TV.
Yep.
Yeah, they did a little documentary where they was talking about cults or whatever, and they interviewed this young lady. She had just had a boy. I think her kid was he was like about 4 or 5 years old, and the lady, she came down to Costa Rica because she was from the States. She came down. It's a black girl. She came down there to Costa Rica, and she was talking about how she was staying down there with Nature Boy, and all kind of crazy shit started happening. He started flipping out, you know. Like I said, he started being a narcissist. Like,
dude,
so, and then there was two, and then they interviewed 2 other guys. It was a black guy, and it was a Australian guy.
Yeah, dude. One of them said they basically one of the stipulations when you go there is you have to give them like everything you got or whatever. That's what happened. Like $70,000, bro.
The dude gave him $300,000.
Yeah,
he ended up buying dirt bikes.
I didn't even know it was that much.
Facebook and Instagram lives right now. Paid up that hotel or that guest house, and they out there staying, living the good life. Got tents out there. They done paid up that shit. Like Cautious said earlier, man, he done probably rented up that shit for 5 years. People still donating. You know what I mean? They out there like that's they shit. Out there in Mexico, talking about they in the jungle.
Yeah, fuck man.
So I guess it's trouble in paradise, man. That shit wild, man. Because he got kicked out of Costa Rica. Because his visa or some shit wasn't right.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I don't keep up with them like that.
And then they wouldn't let him get on the airplane because they all was musty and they was stinking. Like the people on the airplane didn't want to sit with him. So they kicked him off the airplane. Yeah. And then that's how they ended up in Mexico where they at now. But they were in Costa Rica. That's where the white girl had her parents come down there and get her. She was from like England somewhere.
What? I didn't hear that one either. Or was she on the documentary?
Yeah. The girl,
I do remember that one.
Remember? She was like 18.
Yeah.
The white girl.
Yeah, it's been a long ass time ago since I saw that, but yeah, I mean, I feel bad in a way, but also it's like you got to be a fucking pretty dumb motherfucker to fall for that shit, dude. Like,
hey, so let me ask y'all this, man.
But it's not even a pretty dumb motherfucker. You got to be lost. You gotta
there you go. Yeah, that's a better way of saying it.
A purpose in life, and all the things you used to, you don't want to.
You gotta be sheltered as hell to believe.
You want to neglect that shit. So then people feel like it's better going down there, escaping their life for some other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I used to think the same shit for real.
Bad, though, when they get down there, they deal with that shit. Like I said, you can't lead a well to water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that goes back to show you back on last year when Bro Sanchez had a debate with Nature Boy, and one of the discussions was about like, do you need to go out to the wilderness to be close with Mother Nature? You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the concepts that Nature Boy got most of these people fooled, that, you know, you got to be out here doing all this shit to be one back again. But do you really have to? You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, that was one of the biggest debates, and that's how he got most of the people fooled and shit.
I don't think they're living like that for real.
What?
Look.
No, I don't think so either. But what I'm just supposing to is that that's one of the tricks that he used to people. Like, hey, you come out here, you're not really living. You need to be back one again with nature. And he has you doing all this shit, selling everything. And
I mean, shit, that's a fucking hell of an idea to sell, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's all it is.
I want to make sure this is control. Who this is right here? Am Pacino, what's up, Am Pacino? How you doing?
That's my name, man.
Oh, it is? I'm just thinking you didn't say nothing, man. So, you know, I ain't seen him in my stream before, so.
No, that's my name, though. This is
bro. There was Marcus, what you were just saying reminds me of out here. They had this scam basically that was like very similar, but they were selling information. That's all they were actually selling. Like when you go to seminars and shit, they had no products. Like they sounded like they were gonna like give you products to sell, but then when you got there, it's really just like you're learning how to sell other people information.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy, dude. It's like the same shit though.
Yeah. So everything is like a sellout to scam somebody or some shit.
Late night news.
Hey, can y'all hear me, man? Can y'all hear me?
But
no, we hit a TV.
What's up with all this goddamn rain though?
Naughty.
Hey, I thought y'all said he smacked the baby in that video, man.
Did you watch the first video?
I watched the video. I watched the one that you hit the link and up on it.
Yeah, the one at the top, the first one before the
Oh, okay.
Naughty, what's good, bro? What's good, man?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Naughty, what up, Naughty?
What's up, Naughty? Hey,
what's
can
up,
y'all hear
bro?
me? Hey, let me say something right quick, man.
Yo.
Man, yeah, let Sir Drop talk, bro. He's barely said a word this whole time.
Man, I've been trying to talk, man. It been kind of.
Go ahead, sir.
Man, ain't not funny. Listen, I want to talk about, is the Tupac shit a psyop or is the shit real and the nigga got murdered? That's what I want to talk about.
Man, dog, you really want to talk about Tupac for real?
Man.
I ain't trying to be funny though, but I'm in for real.
Fucking
like that shit right there, like played out. Like be real with you.
When I was like 17,
like that shit is like I talked about that shit when I was in middle school, dog.
Right. I think he could still be alive. Like that's a possibility, but I mean, nobody will ever know what the fuck happened except the people that were involved.
Hey yo, listen, all you gotta do is put Tupac on, he'll be alive in your living room. That's all you gotta do, dog.
Man,
exactly, bro.
That's all you need. He'll be alive, homie. He'll keep him alive in you.
Say, mom, man.
Hey, listen right quick.
Mom, man.
Hey, listen, man, I didn't know y'all was just dumb. Listen, let me ask y'all dummies again. Do you think it was a psyop on how he got killed, or do you think he was literally killed by a gangbanger? That's what I'm asking y'all. And then y'all got
we get the question. We get your question, dog. We get what you're asking, but you're not listening to your question. You're not listening to yourself while you asking the question, Sir Drop. We understand what you're saying, but you're talking about Tupac. You know what I'm saying? There's so many conspiracy. You know how many conspiracy there is behind Tupac shit, and you really asking that. You really the question is a broad, like it's really you know like,
bro.
I feel it, but you're asking a question that like anybody in this motherfucking panel really don't really like.
We don't come to a conclusion for real.
Here's what I think.
Man, it's like trying to come to a conclusion of Biggie.
No,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no conclusion to that, sir. Drop.
You'll never figure out Jam Master J Death. Never figure out
fun. Right, that's the fun part about it. Now here's what I think happened.
Tupac is Huey P now.
Man, come on, man. Quit fucking throwing ad-libs into my shit where I ain't going. Now listen. Here's what I think happened to Tupac.
All right, buckle up.
That nigga, he ain't got a bunch of shit. Man, I swear to God, man, listen. All right. Hold on, man. Y'all fucking my high up. Now listen. Come on, man.
Hey, yo, man, I'm too high for this shit right now. Come on, stop.
All right, we'll lead the call. Here's what I'm saying happened to Tupac. He beat dude up. They beat dude up. And everybody on site was getting it. And I think more people than Tupac got in them 3-day span. That's what I think personally. I can be absolutely
wrong. You remember the dude got killed at a car wash. What was his name? Orlando Brown? He got killed at a car wash.
I don't know. I'm just saying that. So that proved me right. I ain't know nothing about Orlando Brown.
Orlando Brown was a dude that was fighting, man. Orlando, he was from Southside Compton Crib.
He didn't know nothing about him.
Yeah, that's the dude he was fighting at the Vegas. Yeah, they were Southside. Then they had rumors said the niggas from Western shot him, but you know that's rumors. But then when you look deeper into the shit, if you look at the whole fucking Death Row shit, everybody that was in the gang, everybody in the gang got killed, locked up, did life. You know what I'm saying, including Tupac. It's like when you look at everybody that was around Suge Knight. When you look at everybody was setting up everybody, but Suge Knight was behind the whole shit. So when you look at it, you don't know if it was the fucking enemy. It could have been somebody in the fucking circle the whole time. You know what they say? Keep your enemies closer, but keep your friends closer, but keep your enemies close. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is real, dog. Like you know what I mean? Like so you don't know who killed Tupac. So the whole shit is like a conspiracy. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Who killed him? That's all I'm asking. Who do you think? We don't even know if Jesus was real. What I'm saying is, who you think killed him?
I mean, I don't know, dog. Like, that's a good question.
Next person, who you think killed him? Knowledge. Come on, Knowledge.
Who do I think? Who killed who?
His baby mama new boyfriend.
Man, I have no idea of the event that could have transpired besides that Cadillac pulling up beside them and them releasing fire. So, you know, I take observance and I look at the facts. Now, why did that happen? I am uncertain, but I'm pretty sure it could have been a plethora of things that led to that incident. As far as the casino fight after the Mike Tyson fight. As far as just P. Diddy coming to LA like a week before, coming to LA and running into Suge Knight and all these things. So, you know, I have no idea.
All right, well, let's go.
I haven't took out the time to put everything together, but I got an idea of the puzzle. That's a lot of uncertain pieces that doesn't fit.
Hey, I'm just gonna say some bullshit, but that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. Hey, but I'm saying, you don't know. You don't know if it was Biggie probably mad about that shit.
Somebody in the chat said Dr. Dre and Snoop killed him.
Wow.
But then again, they got a conspiracy. That's what I say. It's a rabbit
let's
hole.
talk about Easy E. We're talking about
The reason, hold on. That's why I say it's a rabbit hole with Pac, because they even said, "Damn, he faked his own death." What's that dude? It was a book that Pac used to read about this Italian, Machiavelli, and he faked his own death, and it's about this motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, was in some shit and he got off. You know what I'm saying? So
inside sources though. Y'all can't go off these fucking.
I'm not going off this. I'm just saying it's so many conspiracies, bro. It's so many conspiracies. I'm not going off sources.
Look at the state laws though, and Nevada is not against the law to fake. It's not against the law to fake your own death. You just can't claim the insurance policy.
Facts. See, that's another confirmation right there. But that doesn't mean that it draws the conclusion, though. You know what I'm saying? It just
but that shit. The reason why they got into it with Orlando with the Tyson fight was some shit that happened at a mall in Cali like 2 weeks before that, and Pac heard about it. He just ran up and rocked his ass. Like,
but do y'all got inside sources? All I'm asking. Like, do you got somebody that like know these motherfuckers?
Man, do you ever have inside sources on the shit you be saying? Come on, fam. Let's be real, man.
We don't have inside sources. We just bringing up. We just bringing up shit that was just heard. Or we just trying to tell you, man. We're not telling you the conclusion on Sir Drop. We just trying to throw out. There's so many damn different outlooks that can be a conclusion to the source of what you're asking. So anything can happen. He could be dead. He could be alive. Who knows? We're just trying to tell you all these conspiracies that they've thrown on Pac. That's it.
No, Sir Drop, man. I'm too hot for this shit, man. Don't sign that to me, bro. What up?
I got sources, bro. I'm a fucking what the fuck? This nigga dead, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I'm telling you, he dead than the fucking doorknob.
Yeah, I don't know.
He not
Who killed him then, Sir Drop?
You got them sources.
If I say who killed him, then I'll be the snake.
So why even bring it up?
Why bring it up, man? Man, quit bullying me, man. Relax. What is wrong with you? I'll do a whole comedy video.
How big a boy are you?
I'm a big boy, man. I'm trapped in a skinny body.
He said he's strapped in a skinny body. Nigga stupid.
With things, man. I ain't know. For real. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. But no, let's go to. I'm just trying to get some.
I got some we can talk about though. If y'all want to switch it up a little bit.
Let's switch it up. What's that?
I took this out. I talked to this lady in Australia, right? It was 8:30 p.m. her time, and it was 3:30 a.m. my time, and we both could see the moon at the same time. And then Australia be over the curve.
Absolutely.
That's all.
So now here's how you could have knocked that shit down. If you knew somebody in Australia and called them and said, "Do you see the moon?" Because it could be more than one moon. It could be more than one sun. We don't really know. Because if it was spinning, right? Say they say it was spinning at an approximate miles an hour. The sun and rays at the same time every day. You dig what I'm saying? So we know that it ain't spinning at a certain amount. Even if it is spinning, which I know it ain't spinning, but even if it is spinning, the sun would raise at the same time because the sun is spinning. You see what I'm saying? So by the sun rising and setting at different times, let you know the sun moving and not the earth. You dig what I'm saying?
Man, where your sources at?
But see, check this out. I check this out. At 12 in the UK at 12 noon, the sun is over the head of a UK person, right? And at 6 a.m. for me, the sun is just not coming to me, but I can see the whole sun. And it's noon for them. But if you look on Google Earth, it's a whole big ass curve that should be performing where you shouldn't be seeing it because you're looking at top and bottom. So the shit really debunks itself if you see somebody in different countries to verify what they see while you saying what you see.
Man, I'm gonna go deeper than that. Fuck it. Let's go all the way deep. Why the fuck you see the moon and the sun in the daylight, right? But you don't see the sun and the moon at nighttime. You see how that works? You see?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. That shit deep though. Yeah, because you can see the moon during the day and night, but you can't see the sun at night though. Yeah, that shit is.
So that means
You know what's crazy though, sir? I was thinking about that shit today, man. That shit crazy how the cosmos work. You just brought that shit up, man.
Hey, but check this out. That shows that if the sun's out, it's gonna be daytime. Like the sun can't be out with the moon at night because it won't be night then. So
then, hold on, but if the moon's sucking in the light, right, to make it nighttime, then why the fuck is it daytime when the moon out?
Who says that the moon actually sucks in light? Maybe the moon just has its own light, but at times it appears in the sky with the sun because they probably be sex magic. Goddamn it, she flirting with the motherfucker. Because when the moon be full and the sun come up so big and bright on the horizon, and when the moon be,
I don't think the sun and moon got nothing to do with the light.
I think they got something to do with each other though. I think they fuck with each other.
But I think the night and day is just the atmosphere.
Yeah, and night and day is night and day, and then sunlight is different from daylight.
That shit deep, man. We'll never figure it out. Hey, if we do figure it out, they'll kill us. You figure that shit out and get to talking that shit. Hey, look, they'll pay you to shut up, or they'll pay you to control you, or they'll kill you, bro.
But that's some shit. That's some shit to sit back and let that marinate on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because when you sit there and marinate shit, what'd you say?
I'm gonna figure it out, but if you sit there and marinate on,
it'll come to you. That's how shit work.
No, if I ask enough people, man, I'll figure that shit out.
Hey, now check this out. Do y'all think that the folks spraying them chemtrails to block something from the sun, to block the sun from actually doing what it's supposed to do?
True.
Do y'all think,
That's
the video truth about the government said that they're like passed some law that said they're gonna start blocking out the sun or some shit.
Yeah,
crazy.
Because today, bro, they was going ham in front of the sun, bro. I'm talking about all day
Yeah,
long.
they were. Yeah. And that they did that when it rained all week. They was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They preparing that shit for this past week's rain. It's supposed to start raining Wednesday and all through the motherfucking week. You know what I'm saying? But look, check this out though. When I was a youngster, I used to watch Discovery Channel a lot. And they got this documentary about how the world would end type shit. But they got this one part where the clouds are just milky and the sun is blocked for like years, but they trying to blame it on some other shit. So, man, when you connect the dot with that shit and what we talking about now, that's a whole nother conspiracy right there. Like they probably gonna be trying to block the sun, pack the shit with some shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the whole environment up, plants, water. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Now check this out. All right, people don't like to talk about this shit, but the sun is like plasma, right? But you know, how do we not know that the motherfucker might be solar flaring for real? And these motherfuckers know it, and they trying to extend this shit long as they can, so they blocking the sun out from doing his job because they trying to prolong the reset of some shit like this type of shit.
All right.
Yeah. I got what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
You got it like this. What if they doing this shit right? If they stop, you will beg them to do it. Like it's December and it's like.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe these motherfuckers are so-called trying to call themselves saving you, but at the same time, it's really they just trying to cover their ass because they the ones scared.
Right. It's like they're getting off sync with natural time and shit. So like the seasons aren't adding up to like how they're supposed to be anymore.
Yeah,
so
this weather's
trying
crazy.
To compensate, basically, you know what I mean, by like all this. I mean, we already know they got fucking cloud machines and HAARP and all that shit, man. So what makes you think they, you know, like when we found out about that, you know that anytime you're finding out about shit, they've been having it for like 20 years already. And
Facts.
like that's old shit. Like,
Yeah, and they the ones who leak this information when they ready for us to know. They leak it out because it be so easy to find. And how do you believe that you just all of a sudden stumble upon this shit? Come on.
mm-hmm.
When they say the sky falling, bro, they know that shit about to hit this shit, man. Listen, it's something that moon and sun is gonna hit this shit sooner or later. It be times like you'll look up in the sky and you can just touch that shit for real. And it be times that shit far the fuck away. You be like, yeah. But then it be times you'll go outside and a star be like down there right there where a helicopter can hit that motherfucker. And at other times that shit far as hell. When that motherfucker sky fall, y'all see what's up. Give it 150 years.
Hey, now check this out. Well, skyfall is just when you realize that the motherfucker is flat, just like the ground you walk on. Cause look,
Yeah. Yeah.
when I look up at the horizon, like when the sun be coming up, if you start looking right up at the sky and you can see clouds going by, the motherfuckers look like flat ceiling.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what does that skyfall mean that you starting to realize that the motherfucker just as flat as the ground you walk on, and it's just a metaphor. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know shit. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, that's not.
But we can switch it up, bro. I just want to say that for
Something that really.
No, we can go deeper, man. We could talk like this. We could tell you how they controlling time on the sunset and the sunrise. They'll give you a sunset and a sunrise at a different time to control how long your day gonna be. I don't know if y'all ever looked at it like that, but that's what the sunset and sunrise is. Now they done synchronize everybody to the same time from their cell phone. You know what I mean? All of us got the same time through each Eastern, Western, whatever. That's how you time travel. Matter of fact, y'all go ahead.
I think that's the point of like the whole man, I've been saying this for fucking ever, dude. Like I've always said like time isn't real. Like, and then like when people are look at the clock, like, and you say 9 o'clock, like that's not time. That's a fucking number.
Right.
Like 9 o'clock is a number. Like that's not necessarily time itself. Like, so what I'm getting at is that's how they throw you off of natural time. Like, they got you on this like number system that is completely like out of line with nature and the way we normally, like the sun and moon is actual time. That's a real clock. Like that's the best representation you could give me of time. If I was to ask everybody on this panel, what is time? That would be my answer. Like the sun and moon or the stars, but that's more of like a long-term, or like a long-term clock / calendar, maybe even, I don't know.
Or it could be right when you're born. That's time. Soon as you're born, that's time. Your time now.
It's now. Like
yeah,
the time is the present moment, which I know all you guys probably agree with that.
Yeah, facts. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie, Wonder Woman. But when the old boy was like looking at his watch and she was like, "What is that?" And he was like, "Oh, that's my watch, so I can see what time it is." She said, "You let that thing tell you what time it is?" You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. That shit's real.
I didn't see that, but that's cool.
Yeah. So
I heard there's a dope ass. I think it's maybe a Confucius saying, or it's Eastern philosophy somewhere in there, but it basically is what is it? Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, but right now is a gift, and that's why it's called the present.
Yeah, I got a little thing I try to put together too. Like they say our language, backwards language, right? So, when they say live, they say live, if you put it backwards, is evil, right? So evil will be live, and live will mean present because just say live. Live, it would be evil backwards. And live will mean you present. And live would be devil. So that means you was past. That means you was the devil because you live. And that's past. But live means live means you evil because you present. You get what I'm saying? If you flip live backwards, Live, evil will be live, and that will mean present. And devil will mean you dead. You live though, but you died. Live.
Same of
Now we talk
backwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's evolved. Yeah. Same shit. Yeah, since we talking about language and shit, and flipping shit, yo, don't it kind of make y'all think like, what was the original like language, like when we connected with everything, like with animals and us and all that shit? I wonder what that shit sound like. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit had to be crazy, dog.
Like how you hear the African tribes and shit. Like
I feel like you probably didn't have a language. I feel like you could just look at the motherfucker and talk.
Yeah. You can feel, for sure. This like put it this way. If I walk in a room right now and I was angry as fuck, I ain't gotta tell y'all I'm angry for y'all to pick up that energy, that frequency to know that I'm angry. That's like communication in a way. You get what I'm saying? So like I feel like we got so desensitized from like picking up on like reading minds and types of shit like that, communicating shit, with nature and each other type shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Know this for sure. Like I don't know if you guys have experienced this. I'm sure a few of you have, but like I know you got to have at least one person or so that like for example, my brother and I will always be fucking basically communicating like through telekinesis. Like just look at him and like I'll know exactly what he's about to say or like what he's thinking. Or like my other brother and like three hours away, he'll all the time, dude, I'll go to call him or text him and he'll beat me to it, or like vice versa, It's like yeah, man, it's just you got to be on a certain frequency level. Like you can do that with anyone that's within the frequency range that you're operating on.
Right, I definitely can relate too, because me and my fiance, we do the same shit. Like I might text her, and then the moment I'm texting her, she's calling me, and she was like, "Dang, yo," and I'm like, "Yo, I was just hitting you up," or I can be thinking about something, and she just can bring the topic up. I'm like, "Yo, you just in my brain," just because our frequency level on the same page all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird, but not weird, but you know what I'm saying? It's like sacred geometry. To nature.
Cool. That's the people you want to be around, man.
Yeah. And you know what's so crazy though? I think like the biggest weakness is we overlook like the certain things, like the key elements. I'm not saying like we as in this panel, but like just people in general. Like I look at like the common things like your shadow, or damn, why I do this, or why I have to blink type shit. Like that shit is sacred geometry. If you take every step and you look at every fractal code in life, like man, like answers would be just smacked in your fucking face like on a daily basis. Like when you just let that shit just marinate.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like a bird or like a school of fish. I know what y'all saying. Like how they telekinetic with it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a fish move in the same direction without talking, or a flock talking, it just in sync. Yeah,
right. Just like the dolphins, just like a fucking dolphin. Like we got our technology off a fucking dolphin. Like what's that shit called? That machine they use? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we discovered that off of fucking animals. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying, dog? So, when you think about sacred geometry, like Mother Nature is all sacred geometry, and like these scientists is like making fucking bank off this shit, dog. And we sitting here looking at fucking iPhones like, oh, this shit's amazing. When you got all this fucking, like jewels around you, dog. You got so many fucking jewels around you. Like I be in the car with my fiance. I be like, yo, did you see that shit? She be like, what? I be like, yo, Like it could be like just some old common shit that the average person might overlook, but it can just be like the key to unlock the mysteries of life and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So
Have you ever
yeah,
been
shit's wild.
like just for example, say you're like staring at the road and it's real sunny, right? And then like a cloud speaks right below the sun, and
Yeah,
you see like the whole progression of the shadow like creeping up, consuming the light, and like all as like one fucking like motion though. Like it you just notice, I don't know, man. Like that I notice shit like that when I'm tripping a lot too, especially like
yeah.
little shit that like a lot of people wouldn't.
Look,
Like
man,
little
life
subtle
is
shit, like the
Y'all
way light
believe it?
moves and like
Do y'all
I know
believe
exactly what you're talking about, bro.
Right,
Marcus.
right.
Go ahead. I was going to say, do y'all believe that the universe can talk to you like in different signs and like different, you know what I'm saying? Like you can just see shit if you pay attention to
Yeah.
it, that's the universe talks to you. Do you think that?
It's the first language that was ever made was like basically sacred geometry.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
how the universe talks to you, is through symbols. Like I mean, like all the shit bro talks about, especially like touches on that.
Most definitely. Most
All right,
definitely.
check this out, y'all. All right, look. This is dude that I used to work with. I ain't never done nothing to this guy, right? I done gave this guy rides to work. I mean, give him rides home, take him to the mall, drop him off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just fucking with him. So, and at times, he just get an attitude and shit. And start acting like he don't fuck with people. So I leave him alone when he act like this. So, he gonna say, he gonna tell this one dude he don't fuck with me. But I'm like, I don't fuck with you either. But I mean, I was the one giving you rides. So now that you mad at me, that shit don't hurt me. But so check this shit out. I got this message from a dude that works there now. I don't work there no more. So that's the funny thing about it. I don't even work at the job no more. So of course you don't fuck with me. I don't even come up there. But anyway, so my daughter doing her homework, right? And how about on her homework at the it's a little story. At the end of the story, it said the main name, and it said he's a mean man. I tripped the fuck out, bro. That shit was weird as fuck, man. I said, hell nah. He said his name, and he said he is a very mean man. Ah, man, this is crazy.
Shit,
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. The universe be talking to you. It just verified that he ain't shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what the Christians say, right? Is that's God working in mysterious ways. No, that's some shit Madonna would say. That you dog. That's the most high. That's the scripture says. The scripture says.
We're talking about the scriptures too long.
What's up with Huey, man?
What's up, you? Oh shit.
He left out. He got a bad connection. I think life came from the hull of a dolphin, and that's why they sacred, man. I think life started from the hull of a dolphin and turned to a bird, man. And I think we between a bird and a fish. And
you believe in evolution, bro?
Reading the mysteries of the flower of life, bro.
You believe in evolution, my guy.
Yeah, that's Darwinism.
Yeah.
What's up to the family? Peace, guys. What's up to the guys? What's up,
Peace,
family?
God. Peace, God.
What's up, bro?
Peace. Y'all live?
Dumb people. Stop, Huey. Let me finish like this.
Hey, yo, you missing out. You missing out. What Sir Drop was talking about the dolphins and shit.
Man, hold up, man. Fuck up, man. Before I get this slinging, listen. How the creator used the elements to make your dumbass, and then what you said was, or y'all said was, or oh no, you believe in evolution. I don't believe in nothing evolving from nothing. What I'm telling you is the oxygen came from the whole of the fucking dolphin, bro, and made the fucking bird. A bird is a fucking flying fish, you fucking stupid ass nigga. Now listen, in between that, you get eggs. What the fuck do a woman got? Fucking egg. Man, y'all just, man. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Hey yo, I'm gonna smoke on that one.
You gonna have to. I'm gonna tell you what your brain came from amongst the fish and birds, nigga. Your brain is the fucking octopus, nigga, and that's your 8 limbs. Now listen.
So drop on that 5 o'clock.
Squid. Ain't no 5 o'clock. You gotta wake your dumb ass up and quit thinking this shit all basic. Like, yeah, I'm telling. Never mind. The ancestors told me quit talking to these weirdos, bro. All right, I'm done talking. Y'all go ahead. My fault. Y'all go ahead. God damn.
What y'all building on? Y'all live?
You got St. Grandma's Boy?
Is Knowledge Uprising alive?
No, Knowledge Uprising. He alive. You know.
No, is he on live? I know he alive. I said, is he on live?
Yeah, he on live.
Yeah, he's live.
That's why I was mad that they was knocking my fucking knowledge I was giving them. Now listen, I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. Open your ears. Listen. At first, it was all water.
Live.
Hold on, man. Yeah, I know you lying. First, it was all water, bro. Everything was fishes, bro. The mermaid is not a human and a fish. The mermaid is a fucking dolphin and a fucking whale. Shit that breathe with lungs inside the water. The water dissipated. You understand what I'm telling you?
Huey, welcome. Everybody that's tuning in, welcome.
Too late, man.
All 10 or 9 of y'all that's watching right now. Me and the brothers right now. Huey said, what's the topic, what we building on right now, brother? You already know the type of shows I do. It's always an open subject matter. We just be back here building, and everybody that's watching this live and that it is being presented to you, welcome. And shout out to the HOTC. Had to throw that out there. HOTC Universal.
Right, now the dolphins, right, as the water dissipated, the dolphins and the whales coming to the top of the surface and they blowing they fucking. This is why dolphins are sacred. You can't fucking fish no dolphin. Go to jail anyway, dummy. That's why you can't fish you can't catch no eagle. Anyway, bro, god damn, y'all gotta listen. So as the water dissipated and land started poking out, the fucking fish had to evolve into land creatures. You understand what I'm telling you now? So this how you get land walking shit. This is why you got walruses and shit like that. They got fins but can't fucking walk because the water, it wasn't no flood, dummy. It was a decrease of what. Man,
so can I ask you something though?
Man, it sounds like Darwinism, and I'm trying to figure out why you. I don't mind you talking, dog, but when you keep talking like dummy, like you trying to like you putting yourself on a level. When you call somebody dummy, and I'm talking to you on the conscious level, brother. And I consider all y'all brothers for real, because when I talk on the panel, I respect, and where I come from, respect, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So all that dummy shit, you trying to put yourself on a higher level, like you well educated and you know it all. So, dog, you need to shut that shit up. That dumbass Darwinism shit, that whale and dolphin shit. That shit dumb, dog. I'm gonna be real. I don't want to hear that shit. That shit is dumb. And that's why everybody laughing at the shit. This shit is dumb, sir. Put that wild turkey down and that 5 o'clock down, my nigga, and let's get on some real shit. Because the bill was just real. It was just real till you start talking about dolphins and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. This shit don't make sense. It don't. It don't make sense. You talking about everything came from fish and shit, dog. What the fuck you talking about? This shit don't make sense. It don't. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying everything came from me. And I walked on this land and this shit was around. Like, no, it don't make sense, man. Come on, man. You sound like you drunk, man. Put the liquor down.
Well, I hope of those things make sense. I would say that you came from a fish and they all came from you.
Everything came from everything, man. Everything's everything.
That would make sense. You said that, like, it would make sense if it came from you. It would make sense if you think it came from you. But sort of, kind of, we did come from sort of a fish state, which is a tadpole-like state, which was the nut or the sperm cell that went into the egg. You feel
Exactly. And I feel you on that level.
Yeah.
But when you start breaking it down like as an actual dolphin and it can't, that shit don't make sense. Because I know about fractal codes, and when you look at things on a fractal code level, everything is everything. And when you break it down, even the fucking sperm itself has fucking germs and DNA, and even inside that DNA is DNA, and inside DNA, inside it goes on and on. So what the shit he talking about, it don't make sense, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you want to, when you talk about it, dummy, I don't want to hear that shit, dog. Like, you ain't gonna be talking to me like that. And if you are talking to me like that, you ain't gonna be talking to nobody in the panel like that. Like, for real, my nigga. Like, we're gonna hold this shit right, and we're gonna respect each other. You know what I'm saying? If this shit ain't like that, I'm out, my nigga, because I ain't on no shit like that. Like, that's facts.
That's major facts.
Disagree, and your ass disagree. So yeah, you was the dummy that.
But I'm not gonna call you no dummy though. I ain't gonna call you no dummy. That's all I'm saying, my nigga. Like, come on, how old are you, sir? Drop. You about the oldest nigga in this panel, and you acting like the youngest. Come on now. And and that's coming from energy. That's coming from energy. They ain't coming from no shit. I'm trying to be like a put no front, no mask on, nigga. This shit is real. That's just real talk. That's it.
Was I talking to you directly?
No, I'm not. I said I'm speaking for everybody in this panel, my nigga. Everybody. I'm speaking for everybody. That's not including me. So if you was fucking listening, I said including me and everybody. You're not gonna be talking about that dummy shit. This talk, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? This talk. You ain't gotta do all that shit, sir. Drop like this shit stupid, my nigga. This talk. Like, damn.
Right, but you came harsh with it. That's why I responded harsh. But you're right. But you ain't gonna talk to me here, and I ain't gonna just.
Man, don't be acting hard, bro, right now, and then be sensitive when a nigga come at you real. That's the shit I don't like. No, I don't like that, bro. Bro, don't be sensitive now, dog, because you were just all popping and cracking. Now when I'm coming to you like a real man, or I'm coming at you harsh, that's sensitive. That's emotional. That's sensitive, dog. That's facts.
Yeah, but why you just call?
Oh, man, don't interrupt me, Natty. I checked myself, and this dude like re-sparked it.
Come on,
Like,
bro.
I ain't re-spark nothing. I'm coming at you man to man. I didn't disrespect you. I said, listen, dog, just don't call nobody here dummy, including me. You could have been like, yeah, I feel you, dog. That's respect. I mean, come on, dog. From all the knowledge and shit that you know, you should be like, damn, he's speaking some real shit. I mean, teach one, right? I mean, come on, man. You practice what you fucking preach. Come on, practice what you preach, dog. Come on, man. I'm tired of niggas talking this, that, and third. Then when it come down to it, they rah. Like, that shit ain't necessary, dog. It ain't.
No, what I said was, yeah, my bad. I was tripping this, that, and the third. You said, don't bitch up now. And re-sparked it. I
didn't say nothing about you bitching. See, you put words in my mouth, dog. I didn't say nothing about you bitching. I choose my words wisely. I choose my words wisely.
Chill out. He didn't call you that, brother. At the end of the day, basically saying make something that makes sense. You know, something that sounds logical. When it sounds like you're just speaking nonsense, you know, sometimes
then they'll catch it whenever you listen to it. Now, the knowledge, here's what I'm saying, knowledge. I said,
call me Lindsay. Matter of fact, everybody that's watching right now, my name not Knowledge. Call me Lindsay. Lindsay, Lindsey. It's not Knowledge. Let me pop my camera on. Call me Lindsay. Lindsay Pierre. That's me. Not Knowledge Uprising. Knowledge Uprising is my channel. I'm Lindsay Pierre.
Lindsay Pierre.
Here we go.
Here we go, brother. Yeah, I was tripping this, that, and the third in so many words. He say, don't bitch up now.
Dog, I did not say that, dog. You're lying. On my mama and them, nigga, I did not say don't bitch up. I swear to you, I did not say that. On some real nigga shit, I did not say don't bitch up. I said, this is what I said to you, Sir Drop.
You said some shit like Sir Drop, some dumb shit, and he said something about, I ain't gonna do the name call.
Yeah, that's all I said. That's all I'm asking you. Just don't do no dummy shit, dog. Like, when you in here building what brothers in the panel and you start talking about dummy, you need to start checking yourself, because then you're not building. You look the situation. You just putting yourself like you talking down on niggas. Like, you making yourself like, oh, you the smart one in the room and we don't know what the fuck we talking about. And I don't care if you talking about some shit. I might not agree with you, but I'll respect and I'll listen to you. But when you start talking about dummy, nigga, I don't want to listen to shit you got to say. That's like somebody calling you boy and they talking to you. You ain't gonna fucking listen to that nigga. Come on, man. I ain't no fucking fuck nigga. I ain't no fucking little man. Dog. I'm just saying.
Like that. Now you was just talking broadly, bro. We just
Nigga, I never talk since I've been on this panel. I have not talked shit to nobody, dog. What the fuck you talking about? I have not, sir. What you talking about, man? I have not talked shit. I have not called nobody dumb, no shit like that. Nothing.
Yeah,
fuck you talking about, man?
To the guards, man.
That's all I'm saying, dog. Like, let's keep this shit going. Let's have respect for each other. That's all I'm saying, dog. Is that hard to ask for, my nigga? That's hard to ask. That's all I ask, my nigga. I ain't asked you to kiss my ass. I ain't asked you to wipe my ass, my nigga. All I ask is respect for one another. That's it.
We do that shit, man. Y'all do that shit, man. Let that shit go, man. That shit water.
Dude said,
no. See, nah. Let's keep it going.
Oh shit! No, dude.
Yo, let him have it, man. Because obviously he feeling some type of way. Y'all heard what I said, man. If you want to keep going, let him keep going, man. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to build with the niggas. That's it, yo. And all I'm saying, let's just respect each other. That's it. And I just clarified that. And if somebody got a problem with that, they got a problem with themselves. That's it. Facts.
Hell yeah, bro. That's real shit, man.
That's facts. That's just facts.
No, you was just talking crazy. I know that.
Oh man, come on, man. Let's keep it pushing. Hey, yo.
What it is, some drugs just be bullshit. He don't mean nothing by it. But I know when the people on here, he got to kind of try to think about the other people and how they think. You got to kind of,
everybody ain't like that, man. I ain't like that, dog. Yeah. I ain't like that play. I ain't that play type, man. If you want to go play, man, I'm like to tell you, I play with my dog or I play with my nephews and nieces. But right now, I feel like I'm building with some grown ass man on the panel, and I like to hear everybody voicing when their opinion, what they like to got to say. But I don't want to hear nobody goddamn calling nobody dumb and all that. I just don't want to hear that shit, dog. That's where I come from, dog. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so if you can say something peacefully and sensible, go ahead, brother.
I wasn't nobody talking to dude. No, he knew I wasn't talking.
No. Go ahead, bro.
And tried to disrespect the guy. Fuck, dude, nigga. I'm giving a fuck.
See, that's that wrong energy. We not.
Hey, listen, man. That just goes to show you where his head at, man. That just goes to show you what type of dude. Energy. Let's peep energy. We just talked about Sacred Jama. Just peep that shit, man. Hey, fuck me. All right, cool, dog. Shit. Much love to you, bro. Much love to you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I hope peace be with you, bro.
Peace always with me. You don't need nigga talking shit to me, nigga.
Nah, peace be with you, bro. Much love to you, bro.
Naughty, come back in, Naughty.
Nah, I was
talking shit to me, but that nigga, man. I don't talk shit to nobody.
Man, sir, y'all chill out with that, man. We live right now. We ain't got time to be arguing like live, man.
Tell him don't spaz on me. Tell him.
That's all I'm saying. Yo, Naughty, come back in.
Let me get a piece real quick, man. Let me get a piece. Peace.
What up? We go ahead,
peace, bro. Peace.
Peace to the guys, man. Come on, man. I just had a beautiful awakening, all awaken. I've been awakened, all awake. You know what I'm saying? We don't do days because I ain't in the days. And this shit just brought me back in the days. Come on, man. Come on, man. How y'all been doing this awakening? Y'all great awake today? Well, not today. I'm trying to get away from.
I am great awake today.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's right.
Like y'all see.
I had an interview today, y'all. I got that job. I secured that bag. I am doing wonderful.
That's what's up.
Congrats. Everybody else is.
Congrats, sis.
That's right. That's right, guys.
Great energy. And I was at the school today, man, with the youngest, man. I had a fucking amazing time. Man, that shit was amazing, bro. They just so talented and energy. I got to build with them all day, man. It was just that shit. That's the work, bro. Ain't nothing like that feeling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they really got.
I seen the videos, man.
Yeah, they really got kids in the program, man. But they really way better than what they got going on. They aware what's going on. They're aware about the programs, man. And it was sad, man, because the teacher who was throwing the program, none of the parents helped. Not one not one other parent came out the whole school. We went through the 6th grade to the 8th grade. Not one other parent came besides me. No, not none other teacher helped. Well, one other teacher helped her. Another teacher helped her. One other teacher helped the lady. And other than that, it was just us three that did the for the kids, man. That's terrible, man. I mean, like,
shit, how many kids y'all had out there, man?
I think it was like 2,000 or something like that, from the 6th grade all the way to 8th grade.
Damn, yo, I can imagine that feeling though. You know what I'm saying? To be around all them kids, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, yeah, man.
And just seeing them with their talents, bro, and just seeing them just to display who we are. You feel what I'm saying? Just expressing all the energies that we are connected to, man. And it's so beautiful just to hear their angelic voices and things, and just to build with them and how I interact with them. They just was just like, man, just open up with open arms, just like I open up to them. Like, man, this shit is just beautiful, man. When you get to build them with them and let them know, look at each other as the one. And when they seen it, they looked at me, they said, yeah, that's real. That's real. You know what I'm saying? And they said, man, we're going to look at each other like that. You know what I'm saying? And just the effect of that, man, from the first, when we first like the 6th grade until the last one, you could see the growth just in that little span of time from where they grow that. Man, this shit was amazing. I just had to say that, man. I was just feeling so fucking good, bro. That shit was just amazing.
Hey, who was them doing them flips, man? Was that your people's thing?
No, that was the drill team. They had people. They was dancing. They did a whole dance routine. They had a little dude playing piano. They had a couple girls singing, rapping. It was just a whole. They put together a whole little program for the school. Since the 8th graders was leaving, they had all the 8th graders do a program for the school. So, yeah, it was tight, bro. It was tight.
The motherfuckers in the purple and white did their thing though. That separate video you had posted.
You should have seen that. The first one, my phone ended up going went dead. I couldn't even get the last ones when they really got the crank and they crunk up. Boy, I was like, I had a pep talk with them after that first one. I'm like, man, y'all can do this. Man, that shit was amazing, y'all. I wish y'all could have just been there, bro.
Crazy. Yeah, those kids be so zoned out, man.
Other parent came, bro. Out of 2,000 kids, bro, not one other parent came, bro.
Yeah, that shit crazy, though. That's crazy.
I know we got
kids, fellas, be man.
Damn.
And look, the goddamn children, the ones who we need to be trying to touch. All these grown people is stuck in their ways.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So, you think what made parents like lose hope or whatnot, or being their kids, like, one, you know, you got the system raising them. 2, you got all this new technology. 3, you can't even whoop your kid's ass, because if you do, you go to jail. So that can kind of give you like the I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you think that has a lot to do with the shit?
Man, it's just the time that they take us away from them. And not only that, what I see most problem is all single women. So they gotta work. So the fathers ain't involved. You feel what I'm saying? Most of the fathers ain't involved. And if it is a dude involved, it's a stepdad. You feel what I'm saying? And he working, he doing what he doing, and they ain't taking out the time because it ain't really his. Like me, that's why I love the beauty of me, bro. I'm able to work for myself and always been self-esteemed by myself. I never had to worry about pushing no clock for nobody. Never in my life, bro. Never had to worry about just pushing nobody clock, bro. If I'm I'm doing me. I'm going to see my boys. I'm going to make sure they be rehearsing. They're going to see their support. They're going to have a support system. You feel what I'm saying? And it shows when you see how my kids interact and how the teachers like, man, your kids is the ones, bro. And then, you know, how they perform because they got somebody interacting. And just the little time that I had to interact with them, with the ones, bro, I was able just to give them key pointers that they didn't know because their parents ain't taking the time to show them and express their talents. You feel me? Everybody got an individual talent for their own self. You can't put us all in a pot and put us in a program and school system and teach us all one thing. We already know the basics, reading, math, and that's it, really. That's all it really takes. You feel me? You know how to read and math, and then you put the science together. They gonna get it once if they in the right teaching, but they teaching us wrong anyway. They keeping us in a program, and they not letting them express their inner self, man. But when they do it, so beautiful, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that shit was amazing, bro. Amazing.
Hey, look, G, I'm at a spelling bee, right? My son in the spelling bee, all the way at the end, right? Mind you, I'm the only black father in there. Mind you, he the only kid left at the last two, right? He going to get some Chinese girl, right? He like eating her up or whatever. And then he misspelled a word on purpose, right? Because he liked the little girl or whatever. We're in the 6th grade. He ain't know how big this was. He come to me. I'm like, look, nigga, I'm the only father in here. And you just gave her the win. It was an easy word. But the whole thing was, we was like celebrities. It was like, damn, a black kid outspelling everybody in the whole school, and it's a white school, and he got his dad there. It was so big, man. It was like I can't explain it. Like, all my kids grown now. Like, that's why I don't be having no tolerance for no like childish shit. Like my youngest 20. Like, so I can give a fuck less with a dumbass. Y'all go ahead. My fault. Let me mute. My bad. Go ahead.
Nah, I feel you, bro. Yeah, man, it's just amazing when you're dealing with the youth, bro, and you letting them express them. And the difference is, like y'all say, right? Because I'm in the A. So the difference is, right, in our schools, right, it's all us. It was one Caucasian chick in the whole program. In the whole, I'm not talking about just performing in the program. There. Unbelievable. Not even the teacher, bro. You understand me? We got black principals. And they still teaching our kids the program, bro. I done been in the schools with them, and they told me that they know that they teaching them wrong, and they gonna do it anyways. So you setting them up for failure. They didn't even attempt to help the young lady who did it. She did it by herself. That shit crazy, bro. Crazy, y'all. I don't know, man. I just had that.
Fuck these schools, man.
Yeah, bro. I find out, but I be fighting with the moms, and I'm going through that struggle. You feel what I'm saying? You going through the struggle of the mama being asleep or someone being asleep on the other side, bro. That's a damn fucking fight for you, bro. I'm gonna tell you some more shit, bro. Because she don't see eye to eye what I'm seeing with. You feel what I'm saying? And she loved the Bible, and she stuck with anything that's going on. She don't see what I'm seeing at. You feel me? They look at me like I'm crazy, or like you feel what I'm saying? They look at me like I'm crazy. I don't want to get the kids back.
What happened was society has taught everybody to be aggressive to new information, and anybody trying to tell them something.
Hey, brothers, if I can, right quick, this is my brother, man, calling me from jail, man. He said he wanted to say something live on the panel.
All right, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, there's knowledge uprising. You already know. Go ahead, man, Jermaine.
You know what I'm saying? P Money the experience, the Screaming Stack at Club. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? What's the name of the group, bro? What's the name of the group, P?
HOTC, bro. HOTC Universal, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on there holding down.
The show called Monday Night Live, man. We doing Monday Night Live.
What's up, Monday Night Live? What's happening?
What up, what up, God? Peace.
What up, y'all? What's happening with it?
Man, just trying to hold it up on this side. You hold it up in there, bro.
You heard him?
What did you
say? Say that again, Joe.
I said we just trying to hold it up on this side, man. You hold it up in there, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna hold it up in here, man. Y'all keep y'all head up. I'm gonna hold it up, no matter, no doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, to everybody that's watching right now, what would you tell them?
What would y'all tell me? Everybody that's watching.
I'm just people that's watching right now, brother.
Okay, but look, hey, but But you got to say this when I come home. I want to see this.
Yeah, I gotta say, bro, we live right now, man. I promise you're gonna see it when you come home, bro. I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back in a minute. Turn up, you know what I'm saying? With my brother. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what's happening. Y'all know what's rocking. Y'all know what's popping.
Exactly. Yeah. That's my motherfucking brother.
That's right, babe. That's right, babe. That's mine on the chat, babe.
We all go through some shit, man. They goddamn try to goddamn indict my brother on some motherfucking bullshit. But he gonna be back out very, very, very soon.
Yeah. You know they say they can't hold him forever.
We live and we learn. Shit. That's life. They had me working down there with the motherfucking op-ass motherfuckers. No.
We had All-Star Weekend, all this crazy shit going on in the city. Go ahead, bro. Keep going.
But nah, man, y'all turn up, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all live life. Enjoy that shit to the fullest. Enjoy y'all freedom. You know what I'm saying? Stay black, stay up, stay white, stay up. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Hey, what you reading down there, man? You
all right, brother, I love you. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Inshallah.
Please.
Yeah. But y'all keep thinking that speaker, bro?
Huh? No, I'm taking it off now, bro. Y'all go ahead, bros.
What's poppin', y'all? I'm back.
What up? What you want, world? Peace with you. Peace, God.
Ain't nothing. What's poppin'? How's everything, Hugh? How's
everything? Hey, man, great, bros. Great. Everything is great. You know.
Peace, brothers. All these lovely brothers on this channel.
If that brother can hold his head up and be in good light, ain't no way nobody on the outside should be having no worries or no kind of.
Right. Hello,
straight
sister.
Up.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
Right. Straight up.
Sales, man. One time for all of the cells that's locking the cells, man. If it was me, I'd raise all my cells out my cell, man. Ain't nothing like having the cell locked in the cell, man. You feel me? But we was all trapped in cells. A cell can't be without being in the cell. You feel me? That's why we got to look inside ourselves so we can get ourselves up out of that cell. You the only one can get you in or out of the cell. You put you in and you can take yourself out of the cell, but you will go back into another cell. You feel me? Facts, bro. When you get out of that cell, you're going to come out that body. You're going to come out that hole and you're going to go into another body, which is this big world that we in, man. Like you can't get away from nature, bro. Like no matter how hard they try to keep us away from what was naturally created, bro, we always go back out them doors. You got to get back out them doors when you go inside. You feel me? Once you go inside to see what's inside the building. You won't come back out because you're like, man, shit, I like you better outside better. And when you go inside yourself, when you be looking outside for so long, you start going inside shit. So you got to go inside of yourself. That's one of the last things that we finally don't go into. When you start going into yourself, you don't never want to go into nothing else. Yourself is the most thing that you ever want to be in. Once you really realize what yourself is, and yourself is a beautiful thing on the inside and out, man. You just gotta love it, man. Real talk.
You know,
that's real shit.
They can lock down the body, but they can't lock your mind.
Facts.
Your heart and your brain under the same consciousness.
What you mean is your heart and your brain? Everything is under the same consciousness. Your heart and your brain is under my same consciousness that my heart and my brain under. You know, my brain is under the same consciousness that yours under. You got another umbrella over yours. That's your skull. You know what I'm saying? But when you go outside, when you look outside, that big skull that yours in is another bubble that we all agreeing on. That's this beautiful bubble we in, but it's really your bubble. You got to realize that, though. It's all your bubble. Don't be scared to say it is. That ain't too cocky to say it is. But long as you know it's other cells in your bubble and respect cells in your bubble the same, then shit. All of the ones outside in your bubble that's out is going to be the ones that's the same. But when you got some dis-ease within yourself, it's when they outside show you the dis-ease. You feel me? And that go when we all got a disease within us that we all agree upon. And that's the system that fucked us up. So a part of our system is tainted. Right? So subconsciously, we realize that knowing that we know that it's fucked up, it still push out the negative energies it leaves it lingered around because you can't do nothing with the energy. It's going to be there. It's here forever. All of those energies. You just got to know which frequency you going to tap in on and be able to recognize which one you are tapped into at the time so you can only check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's why you say check yourself before you wreck yourself, because either you get yourself in some shit and you feel me, you can talk yourself up into some shit.
And that's true. And see, sometimes I feel, I just got off the phone with my brother, but sometimes you got to know when too far is too far. Like, you can't keep having these adolescent thoughts and coming to manhood with these same devious mind states. You got to get out of that mind state. You can't keep doing the same repetitive behavior looking for a different outcome. But sometimes people fall victim to the product of their environment, which exposes them to detrimental things for their existence. Now, with that being said, I lost 2 cousins behind that. But they were so mesmerized and blind to the reality they was living in, they didn't know what they was doing was wrong. They just knew that shit was right and it was feeling good. And they was going hard with whatever they was doing. But rest in peace to Justin, rest in peace to Tavis. If y'all didn't see it, RIP Slim, I got the video up there. I didn't do one for Justin. I mean, because I feel it was unnecessary. It was too much in 1 year. And them boys was young. Didn't make it past 26. But that's another story. I mean, because we got a lot of brothers like that. But you gotta have that right mentality. You gotta wake up. Because if you sleep, you're gonna fall victim to like all the others did. Period. Point blank. There shouldn't be no excuse. If it's an excuse, it's because of your own personal reason, your own personal interest, your ego. If you know what you're doing is wrong, leave the shit alone. You acting upon it, that is your decision, your discernment. Nobody else's. So that's your karma. But you got to pick and choose the battles you want to fight, because sometimes the battles you want to fight, man, y'all know what I'm talking about, man.
Facts.
It out. I just told my 7-year-old daughter today, I said, you understand that everything you do is going to reflect on you. I'm not worried about what you going to do and how you going to feel after you do what you do. You got to respect that you are in control of what you do. So I told her, I'm like, you got to be able to be happy with the circumstances and the outcome of what you did at the end of the day. So you got to take responsibility now for your action. So I'm letting her know you don't got to try to behave good for me. You need to do it for you. You know what I mean? I'm like, so I was telling her, anything that you do, ask yourself, would you want somebody to do it to you before you make that choice to do it? So that's what I told her today.
It goes back to that golden rule: do unto others as you want done upon you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel like it's time to let the young people know that they can do whatever they want to do, but they need to make sure that the choice that they make is what they want to do, and they feel comfortable with it, and they can stand on it after they do it. You know what I mean? I don't think we be real with our children, man. And I think that's the most important thing is let's start trying to reach them and forget all these grown people, man. They pretty much want to do what they want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. One World, what's up, brother? How you doing out there? Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Crickets. It's always good to have a little silence sometimes, let thoughts wander. Let you know what I'm saying, thoughts travel and connect. Everybody ponder about what they speaking about so the energy can connect. You know, just a reflecting period. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes you just sit and listen. Just see how much you can hear if everything was silent. What would you hear? Like you turn off the TV, the programming, and can you hear? Like put your hand to take your lips off your face because it's a conscious thing. It's all a mental thing. All you got to do is say, "My lips is my hand talking to my ear," and you just want to hear what your lips got to say. Listen to what your lips got to say before. Let your lips talk to your mind. Let your brain talk to your. I mean,
hell yeah.
Can you just talk? Have you talked to all of your body? Like, do you talk to your body? If you want to talk to anybody, talk to your body before you talk to anybody, because everybody is somebody that's nobody. You know, somebody, everybody is somebody that's nobody to somebody. You know what I'm saying? You somebody to somebody, but you nobody to somebody. You like, man, everybody is anybody. That's nobody to somebody at the same time of being nobody.
Man, what are they talking about in the chat? Let's see here. They talking about the ADOS movement in the chat.
Everybody
talking about the chat. Are y'all seeing it? Do y'all see the live on YouTube?
Nah, I ain't even on. I'm in the back chat. I'm gonna go to the live.
I'm gonna send a link in the back chat.
Y'all go to the chat. Yeah, man. Everybody talking about the ADOS movement, man. That's good, man. We not gonna knock y'all. We with whatever anything good, man. But shit, man. Move. Make some movement. You know what I'm saying? Move. Who's mental? Who's mental they moving? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it for? Let me ask you this, because they're the American descendants of slavery, or are they the African descendants of slavery? Either way it go. If they're the American,
it's African descendants. Okay. That's supposed to be what it stands for. African descendants.
Oh, well, shit, they can't get nothing over here then. That's out. That alleviates them when they say they descendants of Africa. They got to go to Africa and get their shit. That's why they got land over there for them. That's what they're gonna tell them. Oh, they got land for you already in Ghana.
They did. Oh yeah. That was Ghana, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna tell them. They got land for y'all in Ghana. They've been trying to get people to come over there to get their shit, but nobody want to go get their shit. So y'all must be the people who's going to get y'all land. Go get y'all land. It's over there. We'll send y'all over there. So y'all can go right on over there. That's what they say. We'll set y'all up. Be like, y'all gonna set us up? Really? Yeah. This is the setup, fool.
Yo, if I'm not saying nothing, I'm just listening because I'm driving.
I ain't about to go to no goddamn African goddamn country.
Hey man,
no disrespect to my African brothers and sisters, but no, I am not going over there. And besides, I don't talk to Africans. The way they look at us is totally different. So I can go over there with a totally different politically correct mindset, and they can still be like, nah. You know what I mean? So I ain't fucking with them, and they ain't fucking with me. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Man, setting your ass up. It's the setup, man. If a motherfucker
and when you think about that setup shit too, do y'all think like the products and shit they be having, like you know, African soap and Africa this. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They
you
got
see
it.
the Colgate, the toothpaste is fake. They've been shipping it from Africa to here. They've been making fake Colgate over there and shipping it over here. So what the hell is this fake Colgate made out of that people are brushing their teeth with? Like, this shit is wild.
Man, everything fake. Ain't nothing. And we know that.
Yeah, ain't nothing. But hey, I don't want no goddamn Colgate that said made in Africa. I don't want none of that shit.
Colgate
I don't want the shit that said made in America.
Hey, look, man.
Because it probably came from Africa.
If Jesus,
just like how they doing in Shenzhen, China.
Look, bro, if Jesus is fake, everything up under that is fake too, bro. I don't know. When the globe Earth, oh, that was fake shit. Everything up under that was fake. I leave it all alone.
Well, see, it's what you would like to think to be fake, and it's what you know to be fake.
Look, man,
you can have an opinion.
Nothing, bro. We don't know nothing but what they told us.
My point exactly with that statement you just said. You know, we don't know. We can't be accurate to where goddamn bam, nigga. I'm gonna take you here and show you this. We can't do that.
We can't be accurate. They told us all we got to be able to use is our fucking senses of what we've been seeing on common sense.
Yes. So then we can lead to believe off observation.
Right.
And then off observation we can make a fact. So now that's what I'm saying, brother. We gotta understand the things that we are accepting, because some of the things we are accepting we feel to believe a fact if we believe in it. You feel what I'm saying? When I say believe a fact and you believe in it, that's too many damn believes in it.
None of that shit.
You gotta know it.
I know.
Yeah, you say ain't none of that shit, but everything how?
Facts.
You gotta know that shit. You can't just believe it. You get what I'm saying?
Right. You gotta know that. My point. You gotta know that everything is nothing but what is.
Oh shit! I hear people saying it's suspect.
Listen.
You know, I'd be like, oh, I don't know what brother is talking about. You're getting a little too left with this, but then you're talking about this. I'm not talking about us on the panel tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm just thinking in general.
Yeah.
So let's clarify that.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying,
but it's nothing.
Man, people gotta start goddamn, like, come on now. Because somebody can make up some shit tomorrow and everybody will believe it.
They made it up
to make it out like a fact when it's really
it's
put not.
The emotion, bro. They set the ripple motion. They set that ripple effect in motion, bro, and that shit went in motion, and now that shit is in the ocean. It's like water, bro. That shit is just like out there, just blue, blue, blue. Every drip, drop, 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 drop. Like, man, they got that shit tied up, bro. The days whoever did it, whatever was the dream that we in, man. Well, this language is a fucking bad thing, bro, because you don't know what the fuck we speaking. This is what
Tory Povich. I get what you saying, Tory Povich, but I'm not gonna say Masterpiece and Dr. Savvy have the correct natural products to use. I mean, I understand their techniques, like Joe from Cali just said, belief. You get what I'm saying? So Tory, I'm gonna tell you this: just pick and choose the shit you want to believe and the shit you want to understand. You know what I'm saying? The shit you want to understand is the shit you like to think you know. But when it comes down to your heart, you believe that shit. You get what I'm saying, Tory? So I'm talking to somebody that's typing in a chat right now. So I'm just gonna put that out there. You can't say that man got the correct products because you don't know that. You would like to think you know that because you've been following this person and he's telling you that. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Once you get through going with what somebody tell you, hell, just what they telling you in the product on the back of that shit might not even be what the fuck in there. Like you taking their word, you trusting these people who show motherfuckers, and you just take read the ingredients. That's what's in there. Come on, if you didn't make that shit yourself, you don't know what the fuck in that shit. So you can think you can think that you getting good shit. So it might all be psychological anyway. If you think that
it's just like a motherfucker saying, "Man, my eyes black this whole time," and you find out your eyes not black, they brown.
exactly, and like I'm saying like this. What if everything is mental, really? And if I think that, oh, this shit good for me, and it might not even be good for me, but just by me thinking that it's good for me, the shit might be good for me because I made it good for me. I mean, so all I need is somebody to tell me something good for me to make it good. You know what I mean? To change my mind or my thoughts.
And that's blissful ignorance. That's what that is. You are so discombobulated. You are confused, and you can't see the unfortunate things because you're so blind by the pleasant things that are being presented to you. It's like you're just being stuck in this world to where, oh man, I love it. I don't want to let go and love all this. So reality hits and you be like, oh shit. You wake the fuck up. That's why they got that song, Back to Life, Back to Reality. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to snap out of that moment.
Yeah, and that's when you heard how they said most doctors be people killers because once they go to the doctor and that motherfucker tell you you got cancer or you got this, then you go home and start wearing your motherfucking life and yourself to death, and they killed you. They pretty much killed you. Once
They
they
diagnosed you.
Yeah, they kill you. They gave your ass the motherfucking
ask yourself this.
But they diagnose you. Also, they diagnose you with the medication.
Plane has the right and has the privilege to diagnose someone with something besides a doctor. You can have psychiatrists and all that, but they're still doctors. You can have a pastor, but he's still a doctor.
Anything with a PA, anything basically with a PA, basically anything with a PA can diagnose you with anything.
Yep.
From my understanding.
Anybody who give you some kind of motherfucking doctrine is the motherfuckers. They can diagnose you with something because you can sit there and believe their ass after they tell you what they tell you, and now your ass is fairy tale world, and now you don't know that you can manifest things with your mind. So now you thinking about this shit somebody put in your head all night and day now.
Yeah, that's real shit. But here's the crazy thing. This is how regurgitated the fucking medical field is. Like the doctors, when you go in, they test you. They don't really look into your problem. They just go into some of the things, the symptoms you have. Go to a fucking book or whatever they little shit they have. Look at a chart, like as you would do, like working on the car. You'll look at the diagnosis, the certain treatments. Oh, this is what's going on with the body. Oh, he has this, he has that. And the whole fucking time, there's nothing wrong with you. It could be just something you're not eating the right foods, or you eating meat, or you need to change your diet. And then now that you at the fucking house and it prescribe you with all this fucking medication, and now the medication fucked you up because now it's in your bloodstreams. Now you really got a fucking problem, and that's how to get motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So like it just goes back to like people need to start studying themselves, and you know you need to really know the charts about the minerals and what you eat and all types of shit like that.
Yeah, man, that's why I said I feel like everything is mentally, and if you don't take control of your own mental, somebody else gonna govern that motherfucker. They gonna give you shit to think about and believe in while you sit there and not even realize your own motherfucking destiny. You gonna create somebody else gonna create every goddamn movie in your every moment because you don't have the brain to think for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And they know this shit. And that's why, as a collective consciousness, they sit there and give us all these motherfucking things to think about every day on a day-to-day basis to get his shit right, to get his shit energy. And we should be picking our own topics, choosing our own things to talk about, and changing our own language and making our own shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop
Right,
letting
right.
everybody control our dark space because if you don't control your own dark space, somebody else will. Simple as that.
Or in other words, if you don't program yourself, somebody else gonna program you.
Yeah. Cause we all motherfucking we all special motherfucking programs that can be programmed, and programs just don't mean it's bad because you can
Right.
program somebody to be good, you know. Like I said, man, good and bad, that's a perspective for self. Because what might be good for you might not be bad for me. So when it comes to that, you gotta just take this shit and let it go inside you and filter it out and tell yourself what feels good and bad is.
That's real shit though.
Yeah. So for the most part, you should just you gotta take, that's what I was telling my baby, man. I told him, you gotta take responsibility for your actions. Can't nobody take responsibility for your actions but you. And I think the youth should hear that so they can understand it because I remember when I was so called, into church and shit, they said your mama have to be saved for you. Like at a certain age, your mama God, he lets you get a pass because you don't know, you're not of age to know. So your mama get a pass like this. And 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 then now if you look at it, they're just giving you an excuse to do what the hell you want to do and blame it on somebody else.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm telling my baby dog, it's on you. Everything you do is on you. It's your fault. And don't try to come home and make me happy about it. Make sure you happy about the decisions that you make at the end of the day. And she understood. She sit there and it wasn't like she was confused or nothing. I just think we be more honest with our young people. I got four of them, and my oldest ones, they got I had them at a young age too. And I really wasn't who I am now. So now my 7 year she's blessed to have who I am now because I got her to be better than my other one ever would be. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It,
right.
it,
Facts.
it ain't my fault, you know what I'm saying, that the time went on and I got more knowledgeable. You know what I mean? I don't get nobody sit me down and say things that I do to her. I'm just trying to do something somebody never did for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Focusing more on the younger people, man. I watch like all our children, they get out of school, they be so full of energy, bro. They be jumping and running, hollering, and then everybody got to go into a house and they don't even come outside.
Yeah.
Everybody boxed in the house. They full of energy, bro. We just getting them a tablet, and they taking care of themselves. So if you already putting them on themselves and making them be for self, might as well start they got the power. Y'all got to control yourself. That's all, man.
But that's real shit though, man. You know what I'm saying? I think what's important too, man, to add on what you were saying, man, like we really gotta well, this period, man, the kids, man, like the kids is like we always say the kids is the next generation, man, and that's true, man. And like just gotta change everything, the school system, the whole nine, like I mean, just everything, and we know that we feed the system and everything that just a whole imbalanced system is indulged in. But we just gotta stop, playing part of it. We all playing the monopoly. We gotta stop rolling the fucking dice. We gotta stop moving the fucking players. You know what I'm saying? We gotta say, game over. I quit. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's all I want to add on to what you was just saying though.
Yeah. Man, you're right, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, by us just sit here and seeing that we control seeing that our actions it's something you can back on. Everybody, they gotta, and if everybody do their part, then we all of them Get together and change it. Everybody got to change themselves. And when you change yourself, everything else around you is universal law. Because you're going to change your situation to be able to make your situation different. But if you end up just deal somebody out to get you, keep doing the same thing, generate the same over and over and over. Take responsibility. And I can blame somebody for some shit. Because I can just say, hey, I'm better. Or, hey, crazy shit, man. But they ask, don't say this. Nobody say this. Because I can know somebody trying to set me up. I have to ask like you gotta know trying to fight. You gotta learn how to, ignore that ass. In the room, okay? You know what I mean? The next person might entice you to do something that you didn't want to do. At the end of the day, you. But you gotta still use all your energy for the stuff that already there. So, I thought that they was moving their car, they was moving their furniture to get my wife. And I think that it was just, I just moved them. And in the process that my wife got you. Straight and started don't say that brother. I just got mad, let that shit. I moved up. That was on me to keep down the bullshit, but at the same time, I could have had slick went at it and went in. Knocked on their door, man. What the fuck y'all hit my white car for? I could have just went on because I know they did it, but I was responsible enough to say, hey, fuck that shit, man. I ain't even gonna, I'm not even about to worry about this shit because I didn't see them. Now, if I would have physically seen them, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it would have been right on. But since I didn't, I had to calm myself down and say, hey, I can't really point the finger at these people because I didn't see them. But I know they the only people out here moving. And my wife's car got hit all of a sudden. They could have came and asked me to move her car if they if they needed the room. They have to bump the motherfucker and then not come say nothing. But that's just the way cowards are. They don't want to come on up to shit. They want to just keep on bullshit. But yeah, all I'm saying, y'all, just own up to your shit, man, and know that everything you do, goddamn it, you doing. It ain't nobody else making you do this shit. You know what I mean?
That's right. I was just telling some real shit. And I appreciate everybody that has been engaging in this live stream tonight. You brothers want to keep the show rolling, or you guys want to go ahead and end it? Yo, Tori Povich, what up, man? Anything you brothers want to say?
No.
Hey, you want to say something before we end it?
Yeah, I'm straight, bro. I just, I don't normally get on here and I'm at work. I'm just, expressing how I feel, bro.
Oh, well, you already know once we're in live, we're gonna still be in the back chat, so
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not gonna be ended. You know how we do.
Yeah, you can go in the end, bro, because everybody dropped off too. So, yeah, and I guess we did a good shit today.
Well, everybody, thank y'all for coming out tonight and watching this show. If you missed it, please go back and watch it. And shout out to Marcus. Shout out to my wife Celeste Way for coming on. Shout out to Kasha. Shout out to Huey P. Shout out to everybody. Sir Drop. Shout out to you, man. Too. Thanks to everybody for coming on tonight. I'm Lindsay, and this is Knowledge Uprising. Until next time, peace. This has been another exciting episode of Monday Night Live.